Hi, everyone. There we go. Hey, everyone. This is Angela from Angela Wolf Video. I am here with our Video Tech Tuesdays, where every Tuesday I get on the live stream. I sound old, really. And I talk about video tech specs and gear. I'm on Facebook Live and YouTube. And if you have any questions throughout the broadcast, just post on, just comment, and I'm going to try and keep an eye on that. And I'll answer your questions. But don't worry if you're rewatching this, not live, just use the hashtag replay, and I will know that I didn't get a chance to answer your questions now, and I'll answer them in our next one next Tuesday. So, what are we doing today? Today we are talking about product videos. This video was a request by Danielle. She owns a wonderful Etsy shop called Humility Hums. And as an Etsy owner, she's been getting all these emails where Etsy's been really encouraging people to make shop videos and product videos. And she kind of had the question about, well, what do I do for that? Is this important? All of that good stuff. So that is what we are talking about today. So, product videos. This is something that I do a decent amount of. It kind of falls under that branding videos that I like to kind of market all the time. The idea, product videos are a little bit different than marketing videos because you're not selling your brand or a service, you're selling a specific product. But a lot of the same ideas kind of still apply because like any video needs good lighting, needs good audio. I'm not going to go into that kind of tech aspect of a product video today. I'm going to really focus on what's specific for a product video, which would be really revolving around the content and the scope of your project. So let's see, what do we want to talk about first? I love numbers. I like to make sure things are really practical. So what is practical for me is if your return on investment makes sense, right? So what we're going to be talking about is your ROI, where the money you put in and the time, because remember, time is money, that you put into making these product videos, if you're going to get a return on that. So 73% more people buy after they watch a product video. So right off the bat, a product video is going to increase your sales. Then on top of that, people are less likely to do like showrooming, which is when they go online, they look at a product and they don't really understand it, or they want to test it out first. And so they go to the nearest store. And there's a big possibility that your shop and your product isn't at the nearest store. So 46% of people will do that showroom of going to the nearest store to check it out if there is not a video available. And so that's you losing a sale right there. And of course, we know because of COVID, we went from online sales being convenient to being a necessity. And a lot of stores had to shut down their brick and mortar and can only sell online. So that's just another reason that video is so very important. So we're going to talk a little bit real quick about the different platforms, and they all do encourage you to use video, like Etsy, Amazon, and other ones. Like I said earlier, Etsy lets you do a shop video and an individual product video. The shop video is going to be more of that branded video that I talk about a lot. That tells about who you are, what your brand is, why you like to do what you do. And then the product video is what explains the product, what the product does, and what the product solves. That's really important. We're going to get into that in a minute. But the idea of having a product video, just again, overall does wonders for your brand, because 71% of consumers think that the video explains your product better. So they're not sure what your product is, or if they want it, or if it works for them. Having that video is going to quell those questions and those fears. And then 57% of people are less surprised when they receive your product in person. why is that good besides, good branding? That means you're getting less returns, and returns really eat into your profits and kind of mess up everything, and no one wants to be returning a bunch of inventory. So that cuts down on that, plus encourages people to buy. So overall, just really great. And that's the reasons that Etsy and Amazon encourage you to do a video, because they make a percentage off of your profits. So the more you sell, the more they make. That's why they want you to do video. So what are we looking at? What's going to go into a good product video? I think that you need it to be a live video. A lot of Kickstarter videos, or if it's a startup company that you're looking for investors because it's a brand new invention that might not have the, you're trying to prove, your concept, but you don't have the physical product yet. Those videos are going to be based off of sketches and designs. But if you're selling an actual product to someone, they want to see the real thing. They want to look at the live product in a live video, not like a cartoon person trying to use it, because that really doesn't tell anyone anything. So have the real products, have them being used in real life, so people can see what it does and how it works. You also want to make sure your video has personality. Part of that is you want to, you're not just selling a product, you're selling you and your brand. Why are they picking your product over your competitor's product? And also people just like to connect more with something that, they feel connected with. It's different than just reading bullet points. You can do that on an Amazon description page, but the video gives you personality. So that's what you really want to capitalize on. Everyone's heard of the acronym KISS. I'm going to change it to keep it short and simple, because a short video is going to get more views and hook people better than having a long one. We think of like an infomercial, 30 minutes, on at 2 a.m. telling you about some weird as seen on TV product, right? Well, now everything's online and people have 55 different products in front of them. They're not going to spend a half an hour to learn about your product. They want a minute or 2 minutes to see what it is and to make that decision. A couple things to focus on is you really want to touch on the problem that it solves. Why is your product What is your product solving? And I think for some products, it's really obvious. If you're going online and you're looking for a stand mixer, you probably are someone who's baking a lot and someone who's tired of hand mixing their cake batter. And so that's why you're looking for a stand mixer. But there's other things that people might not realize they have this problem for. I was on Instagram and I saw a video ad for a dog gate that's retractable. It just is like fabric that retracts and you can just pull it out. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know I needed that. Like I have a baby gate and I have to lock it in place and it puts holes in my wall and it scuffs things up and it's a pain in the ass. And like, wow, if I just had this, that would solve my problem that I didn't know I had. So sometimes you really do need to address the problem that your product is selling, even if you think it's obvious, because you might be tapping into a whole new market of people that didn't realize they had this problem. Of course, I think the most important thing, you need to focus on the features of your product. Tell me exactly how it works and what aspects it has and what makes it different from other aspects and other products. All that good stuff, and show it, demonstrate. Don't tell me that it has a little secret compartment somewhere in it. Show me the little secret compartment, show me what it holds, show me how big it is. You always get these funny warning tales of someone orders something online and they're like, oh, it's an easel that I can draw on, and then they get it and it's this big. So we want to see exactly the size of it, how big it is, what it is, how usable it is. Really important is to know your audience. That's going to determine the style of your video. And I think this also kind of goes back into the idea of a personality for your video. I love the old school Dollar Shave Club videos where they're just kind of quirky, and they're kind of no nonsense, in the sense of we're not going to sit here and tell you about the old way that people used to shave, right? They're advertising to young people who are sick and tired of paying a lot of money for razors. They're focused on young people who are really into the subscription box idea. Like, I want it fast, I want it cheap, I want it now. And so that's who they have in the video. They have a young guy who curses, who's like a little cocky, but just is like kind of having fun. And he kind of embodies that target audience that they are looking for to buy this product. This is not for your grandfather, right? So they don't have a 70-year-old guy selling you razors if they're not marketing to a 70-year-old guy, right? So just another thing to keep in mind, a way to bring out your personality, but also to connect with your audience. But on the flip side of that coin is to try not to be too gimmicky. I think that when people try too hard, you can really feel it. So I've had clients in the past try to be like, oh, this is the latest trend right now. Everyone's making these silly Harlem Shake videos, or everyone's making the, ice bucket challenge videos, or, and they're trying to capitalize on what's like hot at that second. And it just feels like you're trying too hard. And if you just look at something else that worked and try to replicate it, it's not going to be the same, right? It's going to just feel like a ripoff. So avoid that. Avoid anything too pushy. I just hate that like used car salesman feel of a video where, someone's like really pushing something on you. And also avoid fear tactics. You see those videos late at night about like, where you or someone you love exposed to asbestos, you have to call us now or you're going to die, right? Like, we don't want that. We do not want to be doing a fear tactic into our potential customers. Also the idea of like FOMO, you don't want to tell someone that like if they don't buy your product, they're going to have a miserable life. Okay. Just try and be authentic is really the most important thing of what I'm trying to get at right now. And last but not least, always end your videos with a call to action. Let them know, are they subscribing to a monthly box? Are they going on to Amazon to order your product? Are they using a coupon code to get a discount? Anything like that. Just how do they purchase your product when they're done watching your video? Very important. And that call to action is important for branded videos, for training videos, for any kind of video at all. You need a call to action. Like, why did people just sit here and watch your video, basically, right? So my next question is a tricky one, and it's quality. Is quality important? And as a videographer, I always want to say absolutely 100% you want it to be the best ever. But from a practical standpoint, there is a gradient. You need a video that can convey confidence to your clients and your customers, but does that need to be a $1 million video? No, absolutely not. 58% of shoppers think companies with product videos can be trusted. So your product video is going to convey a trustability, this idea that your company is legitimate. And that's important. That's not something you can do if you're making a video on a flip phone, in the shadows, and it's all grainy and it looks like it's from like the Blair Witch Project, right? So there's a baseline of where this quality has to be at or above, or I think it's really going to detract. When you're like, think about if you're going on Craigslist and you're looking up something to buy and someone posts like this blurry out of focus picture of it, like maybe that product is fine and maybe this person isn't a serial killer, but that weird blurry grainy picture does not give you confidence that you should go meet this person on Craigslist, right? So it's the same idea. If someone's going to be giving your company their credit card information to buy product, they want to know it's a trustworthy company. I think that my general rule of thumb is the more you're asking for the product, the better the video should be. If you're making a handmade mug, maybe just getting a rotating platform, a single light, and filming it with your iPhone as it turns around so we can see all aspects of the mug, see how big it is. That's probably perfect. You probably don't need anything more than that, and that's very cheap and quick to do. Are you selling a car all right, well, I want more than just a couple of, quick shots of your car. Like if this is a $50,000 product I'm buying, I want a really good video. I want to know exactly where every single penny of my $50,000 is going to. So that's kind of my rule of thumb. It just, the bigger the product, the bigger the video. And that kind of leads into how big do you go with the video? Do you do this like the Dollar Shave Club of someone walking through a warehouse and there's actors and it's silly and there's, a bunch of things going on at once? Well, my rule of thumb is go as high as you can without losing quality, right? Like that little cell phone video of a mug can look really good because it's so simple. If you tried to use, that one lamp and your cell phone to create a big, elaborate video in lots of different locations, it's not going to look, it's the same equipment, but your quality is going to go down, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure you can do as big or as elaborate of a video that your quality allows you to do. And again, the idea of a simple product needs a simple video. A more complex product's going to need an explainer video. One thing that I really fell in love with was I was looking for mattresses, and I found the Purple mattress by their Goldilocks video, which is just hilarious, but also it goes into relatively depth about how their mattress is different than other mattresses. And it was something I knew that, hey, I don't like my mattress, but this video explained this is why soft mattresses are bad. This is why hard mattresses are bad. And this is how our mattress negates those problems. So that's kind of what you're going to need if you're having a product that's, $1,000 or more. You want to explain why it's a good product. You want to explain how it's different and how it works, especially anything with technology. You're going to need a longer video to show and explain how the technology works. Again, if it's something simple like a mug, we all know how a mug works. We just kind of want to look and see what it looks like. And what I would suggest, going back to Etsy, is if you are doing any handmade products, any art, I think something as simple as a time lapse is wonderful. I love watching time lapses of people doing watercolors and painting and doing different arts, I guess because I'm not good at arts and crafts. I just want to sit and watch someone else do arts and crafts on a time lapse with some beautiful music in the background. That could be all you need to do, because at first you're like, how am I going to show off a picture that I'm selling, or a painting? That kind of might feel forced to make a video about a painting. Why not do a video of you making the painting, right? Something simple, again, just some nice lighting, get a GoPro or do it on your phone, do a time lapse, and that's just really fun to watch, and it's engaging, and then people feel more connected with you and your art. So where do you put these videos, right? So you go through all of it, you're like, the return on investment's worth it. I want to make a video. This is the video I'm going to make. All right, what do you do with that video, right? You put time and money into this video, put it everywhere. Use it on social media, use it on your website, put it on every platform that you're selling on. I think the more the merrier. Like I said, I didn't know I needed this weird new baby gate until it popped up on my Instagram feed, right? So having this video can really reach out to customers that didn't know they needed your product yet, right? So share it on Instagram, on Facebook, on anywhere that your company is and your clients are. That's most important. Anywhere your customers are, that's where you're putting this video. But just to be cognizant, if you are hiring a video company, something that they should be able to do with you is adjust the videos for the specific places you're putting them. A video for Etsy or Amazon is probably going to be that 16:9 regular format that you see right now. If you want to put it on Facebook or Instagram on your feed, you're going to want to do a square. And if you are doing an Instagram story, you're going to want to do the portrait 9x16. So if you're working with a video company, they will absolutely be able to work with you with that. That's something that you need to know while you're filming the video so you can properly frame everything up. But if you're doing it by yourself, just something to keep in mind that, oh, I also want to put this on Instagram, so I need to either make 2 versions of it or just be cognizant of needing to like punch in. So that is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about product videos. I know we got kind of like ran through everything really fast. So let me know if you have any questions on this. Like I said, just comment on the video, hit #replay, and I'll know that you're rewatching this. And I will, answer your questions next week. If you are looking for branded videos or a product video and you don't know where to start, first you can call me. This is my schedule. So go to bit.ly/callawv and schedule a free project analysis call with me. It's a half an hour. I just talk about what I listen to you first and you tell me what you want. And then I tell you, all right, this is kind of the scope of the project. This is what you're going to need for your project, all that good stuff. And if you're not even there yet, if you're like, I think I might want to do a video, but I don't know, and calling someone might be you're not at that stage yet, no problem. I've got a checklist for you at bit.ly/AWV checklist. That's free. Also, go there, download it for free. And this is going to walk you through the pre-production of all the planning. Everything you need to do to even start planning your video is going to be in here. It's going to ask you the why, the where, the how. It'll help you figure out the scope of your project, and all that really good stuff. So be sure to download that. And that's great for branded videos, but also, like I said, product videos are very similar. They're just a little bit more refined. So this is the best place to start looking. And I'm going to be doing these videos every week, like I said. So please comment on this video or send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Let me know what your questions are and I can make a video about it. So I think we are good to go for today. Thank you, everyone. Best of luck selling on Etsy, and we'll talk